Yes, people, thank you, friends, everywhere where you are. I greet you in all four corners of planet Earth. I'm Dr. Zafi, broadcasting from ABA TV and Radio Zafi. Thank you. This is morning in South Africa, and therefore it may be night where you are, Far East Asia. Good morning for you. Oh, good night. It's not night. It's now night for you, isn't it? Okay, people things really are boiling up as we go following the situation between the global south and the north. You see, the declaration of Brics was to downgrade the dollar. It is a war between the global south and the north. It seems that the global south is jealousing the north because of the wealth. But this is something I wanted to emphasize here. Brics, for example, it released its coin in order to replace the dollar. But you recall, Brics is built up by 5 countries. You have Brazil, you have Russia, you have India, you have China, and the Republic of South Africa. Others actually are they annexing. They are annexing other countries. I will not talk too much about them. They need somebody to tell these people that, look, when the dollar was instituted 70 years back, has a global currency given the SWIFT code to be the best money to be used in local and international trade. It was not made by 5 countries. No. After the World War II, with all the destruction that the war brought to the world, countries, dozens and dozens of countries went to San Francisco in the United States of America. In that meeting, actually, they were discussing how can we bring the economy that has been collapsed because of the war. And they discovered that there is a need of one currency to be used in order to facilitate the trade. And they chose the dollar. It was not the United States of America who said, you must use my dollar. No. But the world gathered in San Francisco. They decided that the dollar should be a commercial currency. And then 70 years later, the dollar has shown that it's the most powerful currency, easier, manageable to do any trade, facilitated by the SWIFT code. Now, China without democracy, Russia with a pseudo-democracy. That is not democracy, because if you are seeing that it's a threat to Kremlin, or you are going to win the election, they kill you. That is not democracy. Democracy actually is in India with the Prime Minister Modi. At this moment, the major democracy of the world, 1.4 billion people in the Republic of India practicing democracy. I'm talking within the block of Brics. You have democracy in Brazil, the federative system, a federative Republic of Brazil. I've been working in South America for over 20 years. Really, I do appreciate the way Brazil ran its business in politics. It's the best. Okay, South Africa is a full democracy also. We are grateful to be in this part of the world. South Africa practice full democracy. Because look, democracy takes a freedom of speech as foundation for it. People need to be free to speak. People need to be free to express themselves. How can you say China will develop the world? Nobody can speak. If you speak against Xi Jinping, you are killed. If you preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, you are killed. You can't say the Lord Jesus, the Lord above all the lords, because the Lord of China is Xi Jinping. Is this bloc actually bringing freedom in the world? And our president, Excellency Matamela Ramaphosa, he used to be the vocal when it comes to Brics. I mean, it has solved the South African disarray. Because look, Donald Trump has signed an executive order to punish South Africa for land expropriation of the land in South Africa without compensation, and also to side themselves with the Hamas, the terrorist organization that has invaded Israel in 2023, killing over 1,200 people and taking 250 people hostages. until today we're having headache to solve the problem of Gaza Strip. South Africa supported Hamas. He went in the name of Palestine to the International Court of Justice, trying to punish Israel. They have provoked the White House. United States of America is the best friend of Israel. By doing so, they provoked Donald Trump. It is not because of the land expropriation only in South Africa, but it's because South Africa, Pretoria, the government of Cyril Ramaphosa support terrorists. Okay, come back home. South Africa, for the first time in 30 years, cannot have budget. The budget was postponed or the budget failed. It is simple. The Minister of Finance says there is no money to have budget. I think that also this temptation of the government in South Africa to give such amount of money to people without working is a trash, is a dot box. You see, kids from 0 to 18 years, they are given 500 rand. 500 rand ZA without working. Okay, I've got kids here who are receiving money. I have got kids. Yeah, my son also is having kids. But you can't give money you don't have. And you can't give money that doesn't come back again. Money is money. When you give, it generates another one to come in. How many billions of rands may be given away per year? Because 40% of our population is young people. We are 63 million people in South Africa. So you will give really 40% of this population times 500 per month. How much we are going to cost per year? Where is money but government to spend so much? And the income money for unemployment. And they also must have the accident funds. Also must take care of the old age. That is South Africa. Also, there are people who are disabled. There are funds for disabled people. It's a lot of money giving away for people who are doing nothing. Stop that. No, God, don't want. If you hear me tell our Excellency the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, that you look, we have to cut off the supply of money for the kids, cut off the supply of money for the old age, cut off the supply of money for the disabled people, and the income amount for people without employment. I'm not saying we must not give money to all this section of people, but we must give what is appropriate. South Africa doesn't grow 1% in its economy per year. So where do you get money to give such a billions of money to people without generating nothing in this country? Now they are threatening the economy of the country. They want to put over 2%. I believe it's going to be over 2% in taxation. We pay tax than any country in this country. Anything you buy, you must pay at its VAT. It's too much. You can't just take away the little the poor people have got in this country. The problem of South Africa today is a lack of leadership. And I believe the GNU is cracking now. It is about to collapse. We are going to have more situations of no money in this country. United States of America now, they say all bilateral the trade with South Africa will be cut. Even the aid that USA has given South Africa to prevent HIV and AIDS. You understand that this country is the major disaster of HIV and AIDS of the world. We have been burying people, millions in this country, of these things of transmission disease from sexuality. USA came in as a boss to fight this virus. Now that Trump is going away, we will take care of all this legacy of fight against HIV and AIDS. South Africa will pay our agricultural product that produce more than 30 billions of rands per year to United States via AGOA also will suffer. We have 500 companies from USA in this country. They can decide to close their doors. I mean, this country is gone. Do you know how many thousands of people are going to lose job because of these things of employment, because the companies are going to leave this country? And now when you hear the situation of South Africa, they reply like their boss, don't bully us. We don't care about you, White House. Do your business. We will do your business. South Africa is not in a position to answer USA like that. I'm telling you. The another thing is that South Africa now is a friend of Iran. They take Iran into Brics. Iran doesn't have a democracy. It kills its own people because they can't speak against the supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei in Tehran. What do you want with Iran? Iran is a source of support of terrorism in the whole world. Israel now is facing 7 fronts of combat with terrorists. Who give money is Iran. What South Africa want with Iran, sir? Wow. We want to thank God at this moment because the situation of Mozambique after 400 people died after general election, really the so-called shutdown government, extra government of Venancio Mondlane is working. What Mondlane speak as a president of the people, people follow. What Chapu speak as the president of executives doesn't work. I'm telling you. They said toll gates will not be paid. You can't pay toll gates. They say cement. People want to build houses. People are supposed to enjoy building houses. So therefore, the cement must be 300 meticais. Okay, and the government said no, it must be 500. Our president, in his degree, the president elected by people, Venancio Mondlane, said it's 300 cement. It remained 300. Otherwise, Mozambique is marching into a V24 tab ultra in manifestation to stop the executive. I'm telling you that we like to see that in Mozambique because Frelimo is governing Mozambique for 50 years. Has squandered the country. The country has the major resources. It's the home of natural gas. It's the home of petrol. It's the home of sugar. It's the home of banana. It's the home of coconut. It's the home of energy. It's the home of coals. It's the home of aluminium. So Mozambique cannot just suffer with such amount of resources. Thank you very, very much, His Excellency President Venancio Mondlane. Things are taking place in Mozambique. You see, the government of Frelimo that were imposed to people, they will discover that there is no way they can carry on unless they accept the degrees from the president elected by the people. That is Venancio Mondlane. Thank you very, very much, people, for watching this ABA TV. Go to Facebook, ABA TV, or AZ Radio Belt, Azafi, everything on Facebook. You want our TikTok, The Kingdom Voices. The Kingdom Voices. We are followed by thousands of people. Go there and get the news. Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Zafi broadcasting from South Africa. God bless you wherever you are. And thank you for subscriptions and you give like. Because if you give like, you give us the strength to carry on and broadcast and bring videos for you. Do it, please. We welcome you by doing so.